Hey, good day. It's Brandon, your B2B specialist helping coaches, consultants, and agencies land high quality clients through our data driven cold outreach strategies. Right. And today, due to popular demands, I will be showing you how to start a conversation on LinkedIn because previously I have taught you guys how to get connection requests, how to get the script to write the connection request messages. And now what I'll be showing you is how to start a conversation and how to continue the conversations. All right. So I'll be showing you again how to do the connection messages, how to continue conversations, what prompts to use while using ChatGPT to do this, and how you can do this with AI to automate everything. All right. Without further ado, let's move on. Right. So quickly here, the first thing we need to do is get your ChatGPT ready. Right. So first thing you need to do is having your LinkedIn account. Make sure that you have your ChatGPT paid version already. Or if you don't have a paid version, you just be limited. But apart from that, you are all good to go. Right. So let's do it this way. We're going to make it in three ways. Making a connection request requires you to be able to have the person's about page. I'll be showing you now. So for example, you have a client and so done. All right, so basically if you have the client's about page or you can have the client's link to his profile, you see this, you need this or you need a recent post. So if you notice the client doesn't have a recent post, you can always use that about page or the link to his profile. Now, sometimes ChatGPT might have a hard time interpreting the prompt when you give it the link of the profile, but it can always use the link to the repost or the about description of the particular client you want to reach out to. All right, so I will show you how to do it with the prompt and I'll show you what to do and how to do it. Once you can implement these few things together, you should be able to have a very good connection request using AI. So it makes it easier for you. All right. So what you're going to say is, hey, GPT, I am a lead gen specialist and I want to write connection requests to prospects on LinkedIn on LinkedIn. I will be making use of profile links, repost links, post links, and about and clients or prospects. You already use prospects and prospects about description. Prospects page about description. All right, so once you input this on the new project, so you can now use the about page and further prompting will be shown. All right, let's go now. So we are saying we're trying to write to somebody, maybe you're trying to write to, let's use somebody else on an accurate review system, Gabe Spencer. Right, so we can use two ways. So we can go to his latest post. You can see his post is 4 weeks ago. Okay, and it's him who made the post. So you copy it, then you go there, you go here, copy link, and then you go to ChatGPT and using using the last post link, or using this link, create a connection request. You can see the magic. You can see the person's name is Gabe. Your post on leveraging silicone coating. Let's go back and check it out now. So it's, if you look at this, it speaks about, you can see it speaks about whatever, yeah, silicone roof coatings, all right? You can see it here, silicone roof coatings. So it takes most important personalization points and then puts it over there, and then you can just write the person. So let's go there, write the person. You're taking that message and you go back there and you write the prospect. Now, if you're connecting, you make sure that you're connecting, and then you're adding the connection request. As you can see, this connection request is more than the allowed amount. I did it purposely here so you can see that it only takes 300 words. Just in case you find this this blockage when you're trying to connect, what you do is just copy the same thing, or you just go back to ChatGPT and ask it to reduce it to less than 300 letters. Right. Right, so you can see something, right? So always make sure you remove the dashes you see there, just so it doesn't look a bit of AI. So like it says, hey, hi Gabe, your post on silicone coating for commercial roof restoration stood out, great points on durability. I help companies like Silicon Euroland 10 to 15 high value commercial clients monthly via targeted outreach. Would love to connect. Now, sometimes I do not recommend you to outrightly give your offer out. All right. What you can do here is you just go here to ChatGPT and write, make the connection genuine without pitching with your offer. So pitching my offer. Not pitching my offer. All right. I can see this. Hi Gabe, your post on silicone coating for commercial roof restorations stood out. Really insightful take on durability improvement. I'd love to learn more about your experience applying this coating in large scale. Now, why do I do this? It's because most of the times when you're trying to connect with people genuinely, you don't want to actually just start selling them. You want to create a conversational tone and then slowly imputing what you do for a living or how you can help them to fulfill or get more clients. You want to slowly impute that. You don't want to sell it. Sometimes it can work, but that's like a 2% chance. But most of the times you try to provide value or try to make the conversations, because at the end of the day, these guys are human beings too, and they want to connect with people genuinely just to help. Most times you will find out that LinkedIn is a place where people share ideas on how to help each other. If you try to ask for advice, you would get advice on LinkedIn. I can guarantee you that. But if you try to sell to people outrightly, you will not really get it, except you know how to go around with the tactics. So that's what you do. You just copy this out, copy it out, yeah, and then you And then you come here, right, and you send. Good. Now, moving forward. Sometimes a client can accept a friend request or a connection request and don't respond. Like they don't write things like want you to connect or something like that. So what you do is I'm looking for like a message, an example, and I can give to you. All right, let's look at this. Look at this one now. And I said to him, Andre, this guy is a penetration tester. I said, Andre, I looked at your profile and I was impressed. And now he said, thanks, Okafor, I appreciate that. Now, to continue this conversation, what do you do? Now, in the event that did not respond after your connection request, sometimes they don't respond. What you do is you do the same step I'm about to show you now. Right, so you go back there. I'm going to use this as an example. You go back to the profile and you look at what his last post, his about description, and maybe his latest post if he has one. Now he doesn't have a latest post. What do? You will go to the about section. Okay, click on it. Now look at what I'm doing here. So you go back to ChatGPT and write this. Using this about section description what's his name? His name is Andre, right? Let me quickly confirm that. Andre, correct. So you go back to ChatGPT, Andre. So if you're writing prompts, make sure that you using your full stops at the end of the prompt so that you can know to be writing a new prompt after that, just in case, or a new command after that. Sorry. So using this about section, make a conversational message and thank him for connecting. Or you can do it this way. Remove this. See, thank him for connecting. Thank Andre for connecting, and pose a conversational question. See the magic. Right. Hi, Andre. Thanks for connecting. I see you are seasoned penetration tester. You can see that from the about page with deep experience in web mobile app security. So this guy's into AppSec and internal bug bounty programs. I'm curious, what's the most unexpected vulnerability you've uncovered in recent tests? It's a lovely conversational questions. That's what you want to do when you're trying to connect with people on LinkedIn. You want to create conversations so they know you're also an expert of what you do, not just a person trying to sell them whatever Hill Grill blueprint outreach system you have. All right. So you come here, you write this, take it with this dash, because obviously he appreciated that for connecting. And what you do is hire the text for connecting. I see you this. And if you look at his about page, you can see this here, a seasoned penetration testing professional. You can see this here. I see you a seasoned penetration tester. Now sometimes, so this actually makes it easier for you. And later on, I can show you how to do this in a large scale, where you're able to do it for multiple people at the same time, and then use Phantom Buster to actually make the connection requests. All right, lovely. So you do this. Hi, Andre, thanks for connecting. I see you seasoned tester. You send that in. All right. So now you've sent this over. The person's going to look at it and then reply you. Once you reply, you do the same message. You do the same thing. You go back here. You copy the question and the answer, and then ask ChatGPT to give you to answer the questions and then give you more conversation, or thank you for replying and then give you more conversations. More you have conversations. Most of the times, he will start telling you where his problem is. Depends on how you're driving the conversation, and then you can now use your expertise to be able to channel your services to handle that. Sometimes these people may have their own acquisition system, but it may not be scaling. So what you want to do is that you want to hear from them, understanding where they went wrong in the acquisition, then posing how you can be an expert. Sometimes giving value, giving your expertise about this will give you a bigger edge to what you're trying to achieve. When you give value, when you ask questions, when you continue conversations, you'll be able to determine what the client needs and how he needs it and when he needs it. All right? You want to create genuine conversations. You want to be a real person who's trying to help the client or trying to just consider the client. And then from there on, you can then pitch your services. Lovely. What else again? Now, in the event that these clients do not reply, here is what I do. I like to write the word thoughts. Now, this works like magic, I'm telling you. So you can just write something like that. I'm looking for where I use thoughts and the clients didn't respond later. Hello, for example, look at this. Look at this. Now, it's a consultant at this Crown Island. I wrote to him, and first connection message, he ignored. Second message, thanks for connecting, so you're working this. He ignored. That was last week, and the right thoughts. He responded. You can see he responded. So using the word thoughts has been a great tool to get them to respond. I don't know how that works, but that just works like magic. I learned that from my mentor. So if you can implement these few things to your marketing, I can tell you for a fact that you'll be able to get more clients. Now, I can tell you for a fact now that I've been able to get more booked calls from LinkedIn than any other platform. If you're looking to get booked calls with top professionals in their fields, you are looking at getting that through LinkedIn. Every other platform, they can provide it, but if you're looking for high quality prospects who will likely pay your money, it's on LinkedIn you're going to find them. Those who are serious about scaling always go to LinkedIn to search for clients. There are millions and millions and millions and millions of people who are experts on LinkedIn and looking for lead gen. You could be an expert, but if you do not have the proper client acquisition system, you would fumble in this game. And that's what other people have a step over from other experts. So some people have edges over other experts because they're able to make a profitable system. And that's what we give to people. So if you're saying to me, Brandon, I would love to have a system that consistently books me meetings, just click on the link below and then book a call with me and we'll talk from there on. All right? Now, if you have any questions, just reach out to me and then we'll talk. All right? Goodbye and love you once again. We'll see you in the next one. Shalom. Bye. Love you. Subscribe as well.